oh, a little bit earlier than I usually stream. But since I had time today, I wanted to try streaming a little bit earlier. Maybe a little bit longer. We'll see about longer, since some stuff came up. I might have to head off earlier than I thought, but at least earlier. I don't know how often the time stops people from watching, but may as well try an earlier stream. Yeah, I already sketched out my plans for my February illustration. Not my original idea. I went through like a few ideas. Originally, I wasn't even planning on doing anything like themed. But at first I thought, oh, it would be super cute to do like maybe like a Cupid, something like February themed. But then originally I was like, oh, okay, I'll draw like a Cupid Valentine's Day themed thing. And then I sketched it. And then I just kept sketching like other random things. And then I sketched this. And I was like, you know what, that's kind of cute. Maid outfit. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll go with that. So then I made the sketch a little bit nicer. And then, not even my original idea again, I wanted to have like some small like close-up illustrations around. But then I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. So I gave up like a quitter. And decided, what if instead I do 2 different illustrations for 2 different vibes. We got the maid, and then we got like the butler duality. I thought would be kind of fun. I'm very happy with how the sketches are looking. I'm thinking, I thought for a while about this. I thought maybe I would do like lineless, like a cutout style, which I'm still a little bit on the fence on. But I kind of want to, I'm also debating, I'm probably going to go with, I want to try like super thin line art and see how that goes. Because usually I make my line art like a little bit, I wouldn't say super thick, but it's a little bit on the thicker side. I kind of want to try like super thin. Whoops, that's the wrong layer. Super thin lines, see how that goes. Make these lighter so it's easier to line over. And you know what, worst case scenario, if I hate it, I can just do it again. Magic of art, and start over. I'm thinking super like messy. Like light line art. Should it be one? How do I edit this? Whoops. I'm thinking no pen pressure. All the same size. Super thin. Did my music stop? It did stop. Very glad it didn't start autoplaying. I don't know what it would have chosen. Probably something copywritten. This time it's on repeat now. So I should be good with that. Yeah, I will try my best. Might be a little hard. I'm gonna try my best to keep it very light. Hi, Sean. Oh no, you're at work? And you can stay in... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to say go back to work. But do your work, no worry. I wanted to try an earlier stream time. And I had time today, so... If I can, I'll stay a long time. That was my original plan, but some stuff came up where I might have to hop off earlier than expected. If I do, I'll try to make it up. I really want to finish this before Valentine's Day, maybe. Be fun to post. I tried so hard not to be like, go back to work, get out of here. I'm like, no, it's okay. You can do whatever. I'll be here probably for a while. Okay, I need to stop concentrating. More messy. My goal for this line art is messy. I'm thinking too much about it. I'm thinking messy line art, and then I clean it up as I color. Keep you in the background? I guess that's true. I kind of forgot that was an option. I do that sometimes at work. I'll listen to streams while I work. Very thankful for YouTube Premium. I don't have to have my phone open. You're welcome to keep me open in the background. I like that I'm already struggling with this. See, these art streams are so I can learn things. And I'm like, I need to learn to stop trying to be a perfectionist. We're trying different things. Unsure? Oh yeah, you missed my full screen. My super... Ta-da! We have Maid Lunaria and Butler Lunaria. Little almost themed, kind of themed February drawing. I thought those were gonna be kind of cute. I wanted to do like making chocolate or something, but then I couldn't quite get the pose working. So it's turned into just a cute little outfit display. Full body, because I need to draw more full bodies. I'm struggling so much every time I have to draw more than just like a head. Using myself as a reference, as usual, even though I have... You can see a tiny sliver on the side where these stars are. It's my actual reference sheet. But I tend to just stare at my model. And I just use the side here for like color picking. Feel like I haven't done anything lately that's super interesting. All my free time is just going into me redrawing my model, which has been kind of rough. I'm at a point where I don't know if I've been staring at it too long, but I'm starting to worry that it's not actually looking as good as I thought it did. A little bit demotivating, but I'm gonna keep pushing through. There's parts of it that look really nice, some stuff that I'm kind of uncertain on. I'll probably redraw a few things. The magic of art, I can always change it. But I am excited to finish it, hopefully this month. I'm gonna try. I miss having free time. Like, I want to do other things. Getting to the point where I'm almost tempted to play games that I'm playing offline on stream, just because I haven't had too much time to play games off stream. I'm like, what if I know I'm already like halfway through Pokemon, but what if I just start playing it on stream? Just so I have an excuse. But I'm like, no, I'll keep my streams separate. For YouTube at least. I feel like it'd be weird maybe to jump right in. You're gonna keep leaving and coming back? No, don't worry about it. Take your time at work and enjoy. I don't know how much enjoyable it is, but no pressure. Oh no, you're late? Missed a few minutes of drawing? It's okay, I haven't done too much. I pre-sketched. I can show it off again. I've got... Oh, I never know how much to zoom in. We have Maid Lunaria, Butler Lunaria, a little bit of duality. I'm gonna try to keep it kind of messy, but I seem to keep trying to fix things, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. Maybe I should just color the sketch I already have. Am I crazy enough to do that? I might be. Take care, Sean. Good luck at work. You know what? Am I lagging? Lagging a little bit. I might just color. I'm so indecisive. Do I just color my line art and fix it? I could. You know what? I'm saving a second version of this. If it doesn't work, I go back to the sketch and we pretend this stream never happened. I'm gonna try coloring and cleaning up as I go. Maybe? I'll do this one first, so I'm not working on two at the same time. So if this doesn't work, then at least I didn't do double effort. I don't need white anymore. Be a really fast stream if I just color in the sketch and I'm like, well, that's it. I swear I'll clean it up. I feel like it's always that thing where sometimes the sketch just looks better than whenever I start doing line art. I'm like, maybe this is the solution. I've done more than enough line art lately. Maybe I should just do lineless. Me debating for like 3 hours stream. I'll be like halfway through this and be like, you know what, guys? We're pivoting. Okay, let me change the background. I'm probably just gonna leave it white. Hard because Lunaria has a lot of gray, so I don't want to leave a gray background. Not just because I'm not sure what color to use yet. I might do a quick color test. Ignore the green. Gonna use it as guidance. I was thinking either like black and white like typical dress. Maybe pink. Or like Valentine's. Maybe brown, if it works. A lot of options. And then the apron and the frill will be the same color. Legs, probably maybe the same color, but we'll see. And the shoes will probably be brown or black, but I'll see what works. Incredible how the colors came together so quickly, or so well. Anytime I'm picking colors, it's always fun to work within like a similar, I don't know what the word is, range. I'm forgetting all my like trained art knowledge. Like I took art class back in school. Kind of want to play with pink as an option. If I did pink, probably white. Or maybe brown. I feel like black might be too... Black's not as bad as I thought. Very similar to like Lunaria's overall tone. I feel like it gets kinda gray. Or like a deep red. Honestly, the green was kind of cute. I feel like blue makes it very Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if I want to do blue, even though it looks nice. Oops. This is what happens. I try too many things and then I get indecisive. Sometimes I'm like, I should just go with my gut. Whatever color I pick first. I don't want it too saturated. I'd also do like white and then pink on the inside. That's not the right. This one. You know, I almost like the black more than... But I'm like torn because I'm like, it should be colorful. Probably. You know what? We'll sit on it for a second. I said I wouldn't do two at once, but if I can get a color that looks nice on both of them, it could work. I feel like this one doesn't have the butler. Doesn't have as much color to break it up in between. I don't know if that's necessarily a problem. want them to look good together. But then I feel like I feel like it's too much. I think this was supposed to be a flower. Sometimes I look at my sketches and I'm like, what was this? I can't imagine how people looking in sometimes feel. Not my tail getting caught. I didn't realize it was the same layer. Let me fix that. Purple. I could do a lighter gray. Or like a dark gray. I don't know why I said light. I was thinking light or black. I think light gray is too light. This is why I started this early. I was like, it's gonna take me too long. I could do yellow. That's not a good yellow. I need like a bright. Feels so spring if I do yellow. Yeah, I was gonna do black pink. I'd also written that down as an option. feel like there's a magical girl or something who has this color scheme, because I'm like, why does this feel familiar? Not my battery dying. Let me plug in my tablet really quick. You know, I almost picked colors off stream, but I was like, surely it's not going to be that hard. Now I'm like, I should have done it off stream. It's already been like half an hour. Oh, I'm missing the headband. You know what? I might just go black. I'm locking it in. Maybe classic. Classic made is the best. Yeah, I'm locking it. And then while I took so long doing that, I decided I'm just gonna do lineless. After I talked big about cleaning up my sketch. We're just gonna go straight in. With no line art. But usually when I do lineless, I'll like add the lines. Kind of, so not like fully lineless. I don't know what you'd call it. I should study art terminology. Maybe that would benefit me. Usually, unlike when I do line art, I tend to do the face last. I just leave like a vague outline of where the face would be. I was scared that my music stopped again. It was before anyone joined, but I accidentally forgot to set my playlist to repeat. So it just stopped at one point and I was like, wait a minute. Just silence. It wasn't too long, but still kind of funny. You know, before I made Lunaria, before I was born, my past version was gonna be done in like a lineless art style. But then I ended up completely redrawing it, which turned into Lunaria. But it would have been interesting to see if I actually did end up with like a different art style completely for my model. If it wasn't so much work, I think it'd be fun to, to have different models with different art styles. But then remaking my models made me remember how much work it is actually. So I'm like, never mind. I'm unintentionally making her hair a little bit curlier than usual. But I'll let it... I'll say it's part of the, the outfit. Maybe she curled her hair because it looks cute. Face is gonna look silly for a while. You know what's completely off topic? I've been trying to buy skincare for a while, and every time I go to my local store, the one thing I want is like never in stock. And I was hoping Amazon carried the brand I like, but they don't. But now I'm like, I was debating today, I was like, should I go try and try again? But it's so cold lately. Makes me not want to go out as much. I walk everywhere, pretty much. And I don't want to pay for a bus ride, and then they don't have it, and then I wasted money. I got like some stuff I needed. But it's just like mildly annoying. Like my skincare. Maybe tomorrow, after work, since I'll be out already. I'll try again. Surely they've restocked. It was like last week I went, 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week. I feel like I've been... This is so... Whatever. I feel like I've been breaking out more lately. And I'm like, do I need a new cleanser? Is it my lotion? Am I just stressed? You know what? It could be stress. Me just talking through my skincare woes on stream. Trying to figure out how to curl this. It's so easy on the other side. Always one side that I end up struggling with. Maybe this. You know, I won't lie, I'm starting to get hungry. I was supposed to eat lunch before I got on stream. But then we're having problems with our kitchen right now, so I couldn't eat. So I was like, you know what, I'll stream a bit early. Anyways, then maybe I'll head off early. I'm getting hungry quicker than I thought. I wasn't that hungry when I started. Like, not me lying, saying this was gonna be a long stream. And then I'm just gonna hop off and be like, sorry guys, I'm hungry. Which, I mean, don't starve yourself for content, but I don't think I can even cook right now anyway. I think I still hear people in the kitchen working. I'm like, I could like Uber food, that's so expensive. I usually don't like ordering food that much, because I'm kind of cheap. Little fun fact about me. Like, I'd rather make my own food, buy groceries, you know? Once in a while as a treat. Like, there's been times where maybe I Uber a bit too much back in the past. But now I'm like, no, I need to be smart with my money. You know, the more I talk about food, the more it's just making me hungry. I need to stop thinking about food. I should probably draw my ears before the hair, ponytails, otherwise I feel like I'll forget them. That'd be a very me thing to do. When I was drawing my new model and I almost forgot the ears. I was like, why does she look so bald? Like there's something missing. It was the ears. And I was very worried that I would not be able to to get the ears as fluffy as I did the first time. Honestly, when I draw everything I've drawn since, I feel like they don't look as nice, like the ear flip, as my like on model. But I think I actually took me a while. I had to redraw them a few times, but I actually finally got something I'm happy with, which is very nice. I so badly want to show like previews, but I can't yet. She's not in a state where it's like it makes sense to show off. I'm working on her in like parts, so like nothing is actually fully completed, so it wouldn't make sense. A little bit different than how I usually work, but I thought it would make me less like overwhelmed trying to draw every single thing at once and then rig every single thing at once. So I've been like drawing one part, rigging one part, and then going like back and forth. And it's been working well, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. If I ever make more models in the future, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Work on like parts at a time. Definitely less overwhelming. I'm gonna have to figure out how to add my gray hair nicely into the ponytail. That's a future me problem. You know what? I was gonna say, maybe I can finish this today, but every single time I've said that on a stream, I have not finished the artwork, so I stopped. I was like, let's not say that. I could probably make a compilation of every single time I've had a drawing stream and I've been like, I think I'll finish this on this stream. And then I get to the end of the stream and I'm like, guys, I'm not finishing this. Like, I find I work faster with lineless art. Then I was like, I don't think I've done enough that I'm like, I'm definitely gonna finish this. Oh, this is the wrong color. Should be darker, I think. Oh no, this is the right one. I just can't tell. Going crazy. Sometimes I'll do these in like one layer. But today... I'm gonna keep them separate. Just cause I'll probably merge them later as I go. But for now, I think it makes more sense to keep it separate just in case I want to change any colors last minute. I don't want them all to be like merged. I want to give myself a little bit of flexibility. I'm gonna draw this as if there's no apron right now and then come back on with it after. So then I can kind of figure out how to draw the base properly. I saw a post recently on Twitter. I can't remember the exact wording, but it was like, I don't use the paint bucket tool. I don't use the star magic wand tool. I color everything painstakingly. And I'm like, that's me. Sometimes you'll see me paint bucket, but a lot of the times, like if I remember, I'll paint bucket, but a lot of the time I color everything in as if it's like a coloring book. There's no real reason. Like there's no artistic reason I do it. It's just, for some reason, it's become habit. But there's no benefit to it. Enjoyment? Can I say it's enjoyable? It takes a long time. It's definitely more efficient to use like the magic wand or the paint bucket. You know what? I'll use it right now since I'm remembering. Like stuff like that. I did that a couple times already. But most of the time when I'm like not thinking about it, I'll just start coloring. Maybe it's just bad habits. Bad habits? Bad habits I've formed. Can't even talk when I'm still thinking about the last Animal Crossing stream where I couldn't read. mildly embarrassing. I need to edit. I didn't put out any shorts yet because I haven't been editing. I was very busy this weekend or last weekend. And I'm gonna be busy again this weekend. So it might be a little rough, but I do want to edit the Animal Crossing stream. Sometimes I get why people... I don't know why I said sometimes. I get why people... like, I do get why people hire editors. But I also kind of enjoy editing, so I don't want to, like... Not that I can afford to, but I don't want to throw it off on someone either, really. Is this arm too long? I think it'll look better like this. I like drawing girly stuff, but I wouldn't say it's one of my strong suits. I don't have too many characters where I would need to. Like, Lunaria is not particularly frilly. I'd say she's fuzzy, but she's not, like, frilly. You know? I feel like girls in general... This is, like, slightly off topic. But on topic. But I was reminded... Whatever. I don't know why I always try and bridge my thoughts from one another. I'm like, it's okay to just let whatever nonsense flow. But girls... I find girls harder to draw, ironically, than guys. So if my art ever looks, like, overly... Or, like, the girls ever look overly masculine, probably my fault. When I was younger, I drew a lot more men. Like, male characters. A lot of the games I was, like, super into. Like, Legend of Zelda, I drew a lot of Link. Kingdom Hearts, I drew a lot of, like, Sora. So I ended up drawing a lot of male characters, and I feel like that shaped a foundation that I haven't been able to quite break out of. I think I've definitely improved a lot in the past few years, and I want to say it's because, ironically, it's Final Fantasy 14, because I play a female, contrary to what you might see on Yan's stream. I don't know if people have seen my Final Fantasy character, but usually I play a female character. On Yan's stream, I'm a male bunny boy right now. But usually it's a female character, and I drew her very, very often. And I think that honestly helped me draw better. like girls. And I'm always like thinking, truly like being obsessed with a character, even if it's your own character, really does help you get better at drawing. But especially when it's your own character, because who else is going to make content of my personal Final Fantasy character? Of course it's just me. I'm forced to draw anything I want myself. But then I learned a lot just by being into it. I'm gonna figure out how to draw these frills. Probably clean them up a bit, but a little bit hard. I still want to do one of those streams. It's still like an idea in the back of my head where I redraw. I show off some of my like old art and redraw it maybe. Certain stuff, for me personally, I find like certain old art, I might feel kind of like cringe toward it, for lack of a better word. But then there's also a point with like old art where some of it is like endearing. And I'm like, oh, it's cute. But I would have to like pick out certain old art. I haven't spent too much time looking through old art recently. Every year I used to redraw something in January from the year before. It was like a little New Year thing, but I don't think I did that this year. Like I might have started it, but I don't think I finished. I feel like even if I don't improve too much over the course of like 1 year, it's kind of fun to look back. Yeah, I talked at the beginning of the stream a little bit about how I had so many different ideas for this month. This was not at all what I had planned to do initially. But one of my other ideas was, it was like this. Then I wanted to do like a little chibi. Like this would be the main illustration. And then I was gonna have like little chibis doing like different work along the side. This was before I even added the butler. And then I couldn't, maybe it's been too long since I've drawn like chibis, but couldn't quite get it to work out the way I wanted to, so I ended up cutting them. probably could have been like, I feel like if I drew this or sketched this on stream, it would have been a long stream in and of itself. But it took me a while. I was doing it last night. I had the ideas in my head and I didn't want to lose them. But I didn't quite want to set up stream either. I was doing it while, like, before bed. It's kind of late. Had some relaxing tea while sketching. Let's see if maybe I should do the hand first. Trying to figure out where the hand would grip. And I'm like, instead of thinking of it, why don't I just draw it? I'm gonna have to draw it eventually. Hands are definitely not my strong suit, but I try not to avoid drawing them, because the only way to get better is to draw more hands, right? Like, I feel like I tend to draw them too big. Which I know this hand, like the sketch, is definitely way too big. But it is just a sketch. But even when I try harder, I know sometimes it's too much. I'm trying to get a little bit better. I've certainly improved over the years. But yeah, my art advice, if you want to get better at something, don't avoid drawing it. Like, if you're never gonna draw something, you're just drawing for a hobby. Avoid whatever you want, but if it's something you actually want to improve on, the only way you'll get better is to actually draw it. And I know sometimes it's something I still struggle with. But sometimes I worry that when I change my art style like this, I like experimenting a lot. I'll do lineless, I'll do lines, I'll do like anime, chibi. Sometimes I worry that if someone followed me for like only one art style, that they don't like seeing the other stuff. Because I try to I'm like, I can't just draw for other people, right? I draw for myself. So I try not to dwell on it. I don't think there's anything wrong with following someone just for one specific thing they draw, maybe, but sometimes as like the person making the content, you get kind of caught up in it. this. I need to separate this. It's not as much a problem I have now, but found not that age matters, but when I was younger, I had more difficulty disassociating that, like, how well my art does on. Because before I started streaming, I would post my art to Twitter, Tumblr, whatever, and I'm like, how well my art does isn't like a direct correlation to how good my art is, in my opinion. Sometimes you'll see people with like god tier art, and they only have a couple followers. It's just the nature of social media. But I'm like, I like drawing like this sometimes, so if I like it, I'll do it. If other people like it, I'm glad. If they don't like it, there's always the next one. Maybe my next drawing I'll do another chibi. It's been a while. I like underestimate how long these take me. That I only end up, like, my drawing streams for the month just end up being these. January ended up just being my my January. It wasn't even that big of an illustration. It's just a portrait. And it took me the whole month of drawing. So I'm like, I won't promise any secondary art streams unless I finish any of these early. But I would like to draw more. Another thing about drawing on different layers, sometimes I don't put things on the right spot. It makes it hard for future me. Probably doesn't help that I don't name any of my layers either. Whoops. Keep clicking the wrong shortcut. I think this thumb needs to be a little bit tighter. It doesn't quite look like it's gripping anything. Oops. More like that, maybe? We'll start with that. Can always adjust. The only thing about using dark tones, like black, or super dark grays, it's really hard to like shade for me because I'm like, how many colors can I pick before I'm hitting like pure black? I might have to... This is why it was good that I used different layers, because I'll probably have to adjust this a bit. I think I jumped too deep between tones. We'll see. I'll add the frills first. I'm gonna try my best to clean up the frills, but I might have to just leave them kind of vague shape. But at least I think they still read as like a frilly dress, so it should be okay. If I was doing line art, I'd be struggling like crazy, I think. Sometimes messy art looks nice. That's my copium. But no, I really do. I enjoy the look of messy art as much as I also like clean art. So I'm like, this is not too bad. I feel like they just keep getting messier as I go. Maybe I'll do the second hand now before I forget to. I'll save before I lose anything. Always my fear. There was one point when I was working on my... I'm gonna bring up my model constantly because it's all I've been working on lately. But there was one point I was working on it and I accidentally clicked close and I panicked so hard because I thought I was about to close without saving it. But thankfully it didn't. I just canceled. Because it asks you, right, if you want to save before closing. I think I had opened something on the same screen. And I guess I double clicked the close button. My heart like dropped so fast. Always my worst fear. I try to save super often because there have been times where there's been like power outages while I'm drawing and then it's just gone. Zapped. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes when I redraw something, it ends up better the second time. Sometimes it's devastating to lose your progress. The same with like playing a game, right? If the power turns out and you haven't saved yet. Like these days, most games autosave, I want to say. For the games that don't, it's like devastating having to redo it all again. Especially if it's been like a long time since you last hit a save point. I'm using a different tone than I used when I drew the upper half, so now I have to go back and fix it. I ended up using like more of a pink shadow for the apron part. I want it to be like a tiny bit of warmth. Also this should be white. And this be a little bit thicker. Actually, yeah. And then I can come in, do the frills here. And maybe some more shading. I'm thinking if the frill is here, I'll probably go over this later with some vague semblance of line art, maybe. Maybe. These frills are scaring me. I just talked about how you shouldn't avoid drawing things you're not good at. And now I'm getting scared. I'm a hypocrite. Not that I'm gonna avoid them though, so. More so, I'm unsure how to tackle it at this exact moment. You know, this is coming out better than I thought. I went into this a tiny bit worried. Because I am a bit out of my comfort zone. But it's going pretty good. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I took the time to like, at least for the maid, the butler was like spur of the moment, but I took the time to like do a little character design doodle before drawing like the actual art piece. I would show it, but it was on paper and I didn't take a photo. I guess I could like look for it, but I would have to get up. If anyone's ever super curious, I'll go look. It wasn't that crazy. It was just like a man standing and then maid dress. This is such a good recreation. And then I was like pigtails. I do very, very sloppy design sketches. I know they're not like, one, they're usually never gonna see the light of day. And two, they're just to get across like the design intention. They're not like an illustration, so they don't have to look particularly nice. You know, feet are also like shoes. Feet too. Bane of my existence. I had this very short era where I drew like okay shoes. I was drawing a lot of Splatoon fan art, and Splatoon has like some fun shoe designs. So I like really took the time to kind of try hard. But then I kind of fell out of it. And then never got decent again at drawing shoes. One of the things I should really practice. But we're just gonna let it slide. need to make sure I remember to go back to the face. I don't remember when I look at it, but shoes are so hard. I wish I could just take a photo of a shoe, paste it, and no one would notice. I don't know if you guys ever see those artists who draw like super crazy realistic shoes. I'm like, how do you do it? There'll be like anime art too, and it's like crazy realistic shoes. I always worry for my art streams, concentrating too much and not chatting enough. Sometimes I just get I feel like my brain stops and can only do one thing at a time. Not always. Like sometimes I'm fine chatting and drawing. There's certain things I'm sure people notice. Like I'll pause a lot more when I'm talking about something. For some reason, like certain things as I'm drawing them seem to require more more brain power. You don't mind the quiet parts? That's good. I'm glad. I always worry that it's maybe not entertaining, but I don't think entertainment per se can be defined rather just by how much someone's talking. You're also working while you have your stream on my second monitor? Nice. See, I guess that's beneficial because I do like quieter streams when I'm working too. Especially if I'm drawing, I want to say I tend to watch quieter things. Okay, I should do the tail before I forget. Because I will forget. When I'm drawing, I usually I'll either watch like YouTube. They're on some like random long documentary style video. Deep dive into some random thing. Maybe some shorter deep dive stuff. I watch a lot of nonsense. Or maybe like a funny video I've watched before, so I'm not like super concentrated on it. Or a live stream. I like when I watch drawing streams when I'm drawing. Kind of like drawing with company. Sometimes when I'm playing too, I'll watch gameplay streams. Like, what do they call it? Parallel play? Kind of fun to have a similar activity going when at the same time. You know, I don't think I'll finish both because I'll probably get hungry, but I do think I can, now that I'm this far, I think I can finish at least Maid Lunaria. No, it's in the wrong spot. Okay. I think I'm getting pretty close. Not super close, but pretty close. The tail should be behind the leg. There. I was like, why does it look weird? I feel like it could be a little bit thicker too. I actually don't think Lunaria has that big of a tail, but I'm taking artistic liberties. It looks cute when it's fluffier. They're not super fluffy, but a little bit thicker. I feel like it doesn't even show. I was thinking about this while I was rigging my model, my new one. And I'm putting all this effort into, like, I updated the tail rig to be a little bit nicer. Not like crazy. Because I realized after starting it, I was like, oh wait, you'd like never see the tail. But I did make, maybe spoiler, I made a toggle for moving my tail up a little bit. So maybe if I ever use it, I can show off my tail physics. Let me look at my reference actually. Why is my reference off to the side? You know what, it is kind of thicker. Gotta make sure I don't save that. I don't know why when I moved it by accident. I always think it's so funny. Funny just to me that I made Lunaria a cat girl. I think when I eventually do my when I do my 2.0, when I debut it, I'm not planning like a fancy re-debut stream or anything, but I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna finally do my like talking about my my model design stream. And if I decide to show my old sketches, you'll see that they were all human until the very end, and I'm like, what happened? It was all a whim. One sketch that I randomly did had cat ears and a tail, and I was like, actually, I think that's the one. Like, I don't care how generic cat girls are. Very, very fond of cats. Cats are just too powerful, exactly. My cats are just too good. I just love cats too much. I'm like a singular cat sketch somehow beat out years of my other work. It was the thing that actually got me to debut, so I'll take it. Oh, this is missing spots. Kind of fun seeing the side by side. As an internet cat, I can agree with you, right? A fellow cat, fellow black cat, or is it more gray? A fellow dark cat. Like sometimes my eyes can't tell. Ever talked about how I can only recognize people? I'm really bad at name recognition, so I only recognize people based on their icons. So whenever people switch icons, I'm like, I'm so sorry if I forget who you are. Honestly, not sure. Working on redesigning your cat right now, actually. Ooh, bit too generic. That's exciting though. A redesigned cat. Gonna put some like fun patterning or something. See, the nice part with like VTubing is I could kind of go crazy, like a human with my human design. But if I had to just make a cat, I'm not too sure what I would do. Maybe one day I'll draw Lunaria as a cat. There's something working with like constraints. Always a bit more of a challenge. Going green with a bow tie? Ooh, that sounds cute. I love when cats have little like bow ties. Little clothing accessories. Got some art commission. You're gonna see how you feel about it when it's done. Nice, exciting. We love getting commissions. Hopefully you like it. Worst case, you can always try again, but hopefully you like it. Sounds very nice. I love bow tie cats. So I'm a little bit biased. I have too many layers. I'm starting to get lost. I don't want to merge things until I'm sure about the colors. In my paper sketch, I was gonna do stripe leggings, but now I'm not too sure. Oops. The one thing I do the most by mistake when drawing, I always seem to move layers by accident. And I'm assuming it's me pressing a hotkey or something mistakenly. I don't know how I keep doing it. You know what? Stripes are kind of cute. I'll leave it for now. I'm not too sure if it clashes too much texture-wise. But it's on a separate layer, so not too devastating. You know what's annoying me? I always use earbuds when I stream. And recently my left, is this my left? Yeah, my left earbud doesn't seem to want to stay in my ear properly. And I even bought like those little like hook things, I guess, that go over top of the earbud to help stay in your ear, and for some reason it's also not. Like my right one, perfectly fine. The left one just seems to hate me. Only lately. At first it was fine when I added the thing. I don't know if it's gotten loose or something. I'm like, is it my ears? Do I have problems with my left ear specifically? You know what, I'll go back to the face for a little bit. Do I want cat mouth or smile? Cat smile. It's gonna look weird with no eyes. I forgot what my shading source. Yeah. Sun coming from the top. So shading would be somewhere here, probably. Probably should have done that on a different layer, but it's fine. I'll just have to commit to the blush. I like drawing super chunky blush sometimes. Like a straight line across. I think the mouth needs to be lower. I should have drawn the eyes first. I think it would have helped me figure out where things should be. Nose. Eyes are closed. That doesn't matter too much. I think in there looks okay. Oh, you know what I realized about my tablet just recently? I thought I stained my tablet. Like, I thought I spilt tea or something on it. It wouldn't be the first time I spilt tea on my desk. But then I tried wiping off what I thought was a stain, only to realize it's just like I draw so, what's the word, like heavy-handed, that I just scratched like a part of my tablet so deeply that like the matte coating came off of it, so now there's like a shiny bald spot, for lack of a better word. Like, it's because it's a matte tablet and it looks so I'm looking at it now. It looks as if it's like a water stain, but it's just me scratching off the matte coating. I did not realize I drew that intensely. Which tells me I probably should fix my pen settings a little bit. I guess they say drawing is hard. You're so right. You're so smart for that. I'm like, maybe I should fix my settings so I don't have to press as hard. Maybe that's my fault. Skill issue. I didn't set up properly. But I feel like I'm in too deep. I already scratched the surface. May as well keep going. Am I right? Did I make the eyes too far apart? I hope this is a different layer. Oh, thank God. Maybe a little bit of lip color. And then eyelid. And then eyebrows, I'll put on top. I like when eyebrows show through the hair. Gotta figure out where to put them, then I'll fix the shape. I feel like the mouth is still too much. Maybe liquefy tool will save me. The one thing I miss every time I draw on paper, like I need all my tools. If I can't move things on my art, like how will I live? I'm not good at drawing stuff in the right spots. I always need to fix it. You know, this still looks wrong. I don't know what it is. Is it the tilt? Is it the size? Worst case scenario, whoops, I turn it back into a regular smile. Or maybe I extend it a tiny bit less. A little bit less upward, a little bit more downward. More subtle. Softer. And then I fix this. I made it bigger again. I'll leave it for now. I think the eyebrows are too high. Watch me draw them back in the same spot and not realize. No, I think this looks good. And then I redo it. Whoops. Forgot my eraser was big. Now one's taller than the other. That's the wrong layer. Not the hair. Eyebrow. Oh, you know what? One eye I think is taller than the other, actually. I think one eye is more lifted. Gotta fix that. This layer? Yes. And then I can come back and fix this, maybe. I think the ponytail... He's looking a little too... deflated. Is the same? Yeah. Gonna have to separate them. Whoops. Her head needs to be more here. This should probably be gray. Maybe I'll use like a purple gray to blend in more with the... I'm using like a pink gray to shade the apron. I kind of want to keep similar tones. I'm trying to find my layers. I can do this one. Do a little gray here. Sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't have made such a complicated hair. Not super complicated, but like two-tone. Harder than it needs to be to draw. But I've never had a model that wasn't... Like all my design sketches, they all had two-toned hair, so... Except for one, I think, so it's kind of inevitable. It would have happened. Either way, I fear. I would say there's logic to this, but a lot of it is just going with what looks half decent. Because in theory, the inside parts should be gray, but because the hair is all like bunched together, it's gonna look a little different. Gonna make a smoothie, BRB, enjoy smoothie. Maybe one day I'll experiment with different colors. I think Lunaria can dye her hair sometime. I think I'll definitely need more hair strands. I like adding a lot of loose hair strands. Like maybe it's because my hair is messy, but I think it looks realistic when hairs are sticking out more. More on the bottom especially. I feel like this side has a good amount. This side I was slacking a bit. Is this too much now? I feel like I don't like how straight it looks. I don't know, I feel like I want more here, but maybe I just want a thicker hair. I'll do not too much shading. Usually when I do this, I leave it quite light. I'll just do like a little bit of airbrushing. Took me way too long to remember that word. We're gonna go for like a soft hair. For the clothing, I'll shade a bit more. I'll find these layers eventually. 34? I have way too many layers. I can probably merge some of these. It's just weird because some stuff needs to be in front of other stuff. That's why they're kind of weird. Can I merge this? Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to add some frill for the sleeve. 43. I'll just make a new layer. I already lost the layer I was using. You know what, maybe I'll do a little bit more detail in the hands and ear before I forget. Welcome back. What kind of smoothie did you make? Actually, let's go lighter. Actually, wait. Use this gray. Simple one, some berries, honey, and water. Still sounds nice. I haven't made a smoothie in a long time, but I've been thinking about it. Good way to get some quick nutrients. Not too hungry, but you wanted something sweet? Yeah. I feel like smoothies are very good for that. I used to do strawberry, banana quite a bit. The only thing about bananas is I find they overpower anything you mix them with. My opinion. And then because I don't love banana, sometimes I get tired of strawberry banana very quickly. Then I'll do like strawberry blueberry or something, because I like most berries more than I like banana. I just know bananas are good for you. You know, I'm still not sold on the face. I might redraw it again. Yeah, I feel like it's the mouth throwing me off, because without it, I think it looks nice. Maybe a smaller smile? Smaller is pretty cute. Mm. I feel like I want to highlight, but I also don't. It stands out so much, so I'm like, I would need to highlight more. I don't know if I want too many color. I'll think about it. Hi, hello. How's it going? I think the eyes still. Maybe a little bit far. Actually, no. I think it's okay. I think I'm going crazy. Maybe I've been staring at this too long. Been drawing too much lately. Let me add... I keep saying I'm gonna go back to the ears and then I keep forgetting. Ears, layer 33. Okay. Did they say anything or not? Did who say anything? Did I say anything? Am I too quiet? Sometimes I move away from the mic and then I get a little bit quiet. I tend to move a lot when I'm sitting at my desk. I probably get louder and quieter quite often because you'll hear me like readjusting when I realize how far away I am. going with you. I'm hearing things fall. I think this side, whoops, this side needs to be fixed. Redo. And then I need dark color. Whoops. I feel like one looks fine. The other one, I'm like, it should be a little fluffier. I don't like how the fluff looks. Sometimes I'm like, I should just draw everything symmetrical. So if I only like one side, I can copy paste it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can still copy paste. Maybe this will work. Work smarter, not harder. Oh, it looks a little... Gotta move it back a little bit. Not bad. Do I want earring? Do it in gold just to see, but I might switch the color. I'm gonna do a heart for Valentine's. My goal is to finish these by Valentine's. I might have a jam-packed back-to-back art stream. You know, maybe both sides can have the same thing. Because why not? Oh, maybe this one's longer. Maybe I'll just do like a straight up pink instead of like a rose gold. Can always change it. I keep jumping around to different things. I need to remember the gray. A little bit more. Not bad. I think I can jump back into the shirt, the top. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Wondering why it wasn't blending. Because if I'm not coloring on the same layer, it doesn't blend properly. find I'm not too good at shading when it's like more like solid colors. Because with airbrushing, I can kind of hide my faults a little bit. But like this, I have to be a little bit more direct, more intentional. Kind of want to use a color in between. I don't know if that's too much. I'll try it. Maybe less. I'll do a bit more, see how I feel. I might be making this up as I go a little bit. The shading. I don't. I should look up a reference for shoes. I don't understand them. I should just keep a shoe next to me when I'm drawing. You know what? Vague shoe shape looks pretty good. I think I'm probably gonna add more highlight to the hair. The tail, maybe some more shading. And then maybe that's it. It's going, I mean, it's been 3 hours. I was gonna say it's going quicker than I thought, but I forgot I started early. Like 3 hours, 3 hours isn't exactly quick. And it helped that I sketched off stream. Some funky highlights. I feel like this, but I don't like that side. Actually, maybe these could use a bit more fluffiness. A little bit. I feel like the face is still bothering me a little bit. I just don't know what it is that's bothering me. I'm gonna try moving the eyes again. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this. Shouldn't be this hard. Like, this is the same angle I always draw it. Like, if anything, the other Lunaria should be harder. I feel like I draw heads tilting this way more than that way. Do a little bit more shading. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to get hungry. I think I'm almost done this half. Well, the main art, at least. I didn't do the accents. I change it to pink instead of blue. Match the heart earrings more. Let's go bright pink. Probably change the color of these, but stands out for now. Probably draw new sparkles instead of using my sparkle brush. I kind of want them to have like a silly hand-drawn feel. Not like super neat. My messy month. Although the lineless artwork ended up being neater than I thought. Probably cleaner than if I did do the line art like I initially thought. I was gonna do super messy line art and then color it in, and then maybe leave like the super messy line art. Wasn't too sure, but kind of happy with what I ended up with. Let's see. Try light pink for the background. Should I just take the rectangle I had? There's no point in making a new one, right? Oh, I think that's too bright. I feel like it drowns out the drawing a bit much. Maybe... Maybe I will stick. Or maybe purple. The purple's kind of cute. Oh yeah, the tail. I was gonna add a little bit more shading. I keep readjusting myself, so I pause every time. Getting to that point where I can't sit still. Let me just... I don't know why I'm looking one by one. They're 59. Very thankful for the button that tells you what layer things are on. The tiniest bit of shading. So fun seeing the side by side now. Hello? I don't usually use like super stark white color, but I'm wondering if I should go just a little bit lighter. I'll try it. The only thing is like shaded on one layer, so I would have to do some silly things. Do ASMR? I don't think I've ever done ASMR. I don't think I'm well equipped to be an ASMR artist. How old am I? I'm from space, so I don't age. I'm missing a layer. This one. I don't know if it's too light now, though. My fear. What layer is this? 54. You know what? The lighter doesn't look bad. I'll just have to adjust my shading a little bit. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna undo it quickly just to see, but I think I like. It's the only nice thing. Let me redo everything really quick. Not my thing blue screening for a second. I don't think it showed up on stream. Yeah, I do like the lighter one. But now that I'm looking side by side, I almost like the darker, the gray more. I like that it stands out more against the background too. This is why we try things. I'll stick with this then. I feel like I want a light gradient. Maybe I'll just leave it solid. I have time to think on it when I start the next one. The face I'm still not certain on, but before I finish, I'll probably merge all my layers to do like last minute fixes anyway. I might just do that. I'm gonna fix the skirt part because it's bothering me a little bit, and then I might call it soon. Still also debating if I want to do a little bit of line outlining, but I might just leave it at this. It'll give a different vibe. I'll see how I feel after the next one, because with the butler, I'm gonna have to probably do more outlining. So if it looks weird against the maid, then I might go back and fix it. Because the black on black, I don't know how I'm gonna tackle it otherwise. I think that hairband is off too. The same layer? What layer is this? 31. 31. You ran late, surprised you're still going, looks awesome, maid is so cute. Thank you. No worries. I'm also surprised I'm still going, but just a couple more things and then I think I'm gonna stop. I don't think I'm gonna finish the butler side today. I have a few minor more fixes. Starting to get hungry. Hi. Happy birthday, Brian. Yeah, I remembered you commented. Happy birthday. Hope it's a good one. Hope you enjoy lots of cake today, lots of sweets, if you like sweets. Enjoy your special day. What layer is my eye on? What happens? Wait, no, it's this one. Starting to see things. I was about to skip that layer too. Oh wait, no, I think I don't want to move it, I want to extend it. Tiny bit longer. The face has been giving me trouble today. Sad I missed your stream, but you're glad you made it to the end. How's your new model doing? If anything, you can always catch up on the VOD. But it's never a worry to miss stream. I'll always have more. My model driving me a little bit insane. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to second guess if my new model looks better than my older model, or if I've just been staring at it too long, maybe. There's some things I really like on it. There's some things I feel like could look better. So I don't really want to, but I might go back in and redraw a couple things. I was hoping I could, because I'm doing it in like little parts. So each time I finish like a part of it, I'll do another part. So I might do like the ears, the eyes. There's some things that I'm like, I was hoping I could move on from this from now, but ironically enough, it's also the face on my new model that's giving me a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I've got a lot of fine-tuning to do. I really wish I could spoil it, but it's not in a place I can show it off quite yet. But as soon as I finish it, I'm not even gonna hesitate. I'll probably just start using it right away. I am excited. A few things that I've definitely really improved on that I am excited to show off. This is so curious. I'm so excited to share it. I feel like once I've fixed everything that's has me second guessing, I'm starting to see things. I've been staring at my screen too long. I see like a phantom line. Once I fix everything that is bothering me a little bit right now, I think I'll feel very happy with it. But I'm still because I'm doing it part by part. I can't show it off because the outfit's not fully like together yet. So it'd kind of be like a... She started bald. She's no longer bald. I added the hair recently. But now that I've added the hair, I think I want to fine-tune the face again. So that's where I'm at. The clothing I'm not too stressed about. I haven't really touched the clothing, the rigging. Because you only really see the top half of me most of the time. So I'm not too stressed about if my rigging on like my pants looks bad or something. That can be a future me problem. I can go back and fix it sometime. Excited to see it when you finish. I'm so excited to share it. I really hope people end up liking it. I think my one fear is that it doesn't look, if like my old model ends up looking nicer. Which would be a little sad as like an artist, because you always want to improve, right? I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, I don't know, I think my old model, like the rigging definitely looks better on the new one, but the art I'm a little nervous on. I tried making like Lunaria a little bit more anime style, so I drew the face differently, and I'm like nervous that maybe I shouldn't have. That maybe it's too drastic. Not that I'm not anime right now, but I tried making her more like a little bit more cutesy. You change the hairstyle and imagine bangs or straightened your hair or something. Yeah. Technically the hair is the same, but I'm setting her up in a way that she can have, hopefully soon, multiple hairstyles. So once the base is done, it should be really easy for me to add new stuff to play around with. Super exciting. So if I wanted to do like this curly, not me drawing on the wrong layer, this curly hair with like pigtails, in theory, I'll be able to like add that to my model fairly easily. Of course it'd be a lot of work to like draw new hair each time, but the whole point of me redoing it was for future me to add stuff easily. So I'm very happy, very excited. My goal is to finish it this month. So we'll see, but not too sure with how it's going. It's taking up all my free time. I've not been gaming as much on the side, so all my gaming is only when I stream now. The butler and maid idea is genius, thank you. I was originally, at first I just drew the maid. But then I was like, I don't want to just... Well, it's probably partially because my other idea for the maid was gonna be a maid with like some close-up Lunaria next to it. I couldn't quite get it to look how I liked. So I was like, you know what, let's just draw two different Lunarias. Little closet dress up. Little pseudo-Valentines. That's why I'm hoping to get this finished before Valentine's. If it took me 3 hours to do one, it's probably another 3-hour stream I have coming then. Maybe not as long, because the butler, in theory it's a lot of straight lines. The frills took me a little bit longer. Maid outfit's legit perfect. Thank you. I wanted to keep it a little bit classy, but a little bit cute. I don't think I would wear something too overly revealing maid-wise. But I also wanted to show off A little bit more leg. A little bit of best of both worlds. My earphone is not staying in my ear. You really are super tall. I can't help drawing really tall people. Maybe because I am tall. Technically, Lunaria is super tall, so I am tall. Because I am Lunaria. Recently, someone drew my cat in a maid outfit. It was definitely something. Was it like a sexy maid? I feel like that's always the stereotypical. But I really I like the aesthetic of maid outfits, but not the connotation behind them. I'm like, they look so cute. Just like a frilly apron dress. Can't go wrong. I'm gonna see if I like highlight some highlights, but I'm not too sure. Dopey cat in between them. Should I draw another silly cat? It's been a while. Let me see. What layer is this? I'm just gonna see. I don't know if I feel like adding highlights. I don't feel like shadow makes it look nice enough. The thought of highlight. Yeah, I think I can always come back. See how I feel after the butler. I think I'm staring at this too long. Starting to go crazy. I'll draw a maid cat in honor of Sammy. But a cute one. I don't know how to draw a dress on a cat, actually. I spoke big. I didn't think this through. I am not an artist, apparently. What is this? I don't understand how a cat would wear a maid dress. My brain is not functioning anymore. It's been too long. When I got to like the dress part, I had that moment where it's like, if a dog wore pants, would it be like this or like this? And then I couldn't think anymore. Okay, I'll end it here. I think if I stay too long, I'll start going crazy. I'm getting too hungry. It's been 3 hours. Hopefully I can go rummage for food. Where is my... Gotta make sure I save. And then I will stop here. Look for my toggles. Thank you guys for watching. You thought about the dog pants thing too. See you later. See ya. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. I will hopefully stream again next week. If not sooner, maybe. Debatable, because I'm a little busy this week, actually. Probably next week. I will see you guys later. Take care. Happy birthday again if you're still here. And I hope everyone has a good week. I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye. My ending.